Hello and welcome to another episode of Live Feed with your host Richard Santiago. Live Feed is brought to you by Traveling Tech Teacher for all your digital resources. Check out travelingtechteacher.com. Also brought to you by thebullyexposed.com, a 501c3 nonprofit organization geared at helping survivors of bullying. So support them by getting your new shirt at the website represent.com/store/ the bully exposed. And the sounds that you're listening to is from my good friend Young Blue, and Young Blue is in the house. What's up, Young Blue? I want to let you know that Young Blue can create a beat for you for as low as $5. So if you need a beat, the man to go to is youngblue.2020. And today is Kenzie's birthday, guys. Kenzie's birthday. As we wait for more people to come on, Tully's in the house. What's up, Tully? I want to make this official right now, guys. Right now. So we have a group of people that are helping us with branding this Instagram account. And the one thing that they say is that you have to label your group, like, how do I put it? Like, I think it's the Raiders. They called Raider Nation, right? Their followers are called Raider Nation. So we got to come up with a name for you guys. So let's think of something together. Right? When I was young, I used to have a group of DJs, and we used to go around and DJ parties, and we would call the DBL crew. Down by law, it means that you're just up to do anything. So maybe the DBL crew would be good. Let me know what you guys think. Young Blue says, "Are you the Aussie Minecraft dude, Tully?" I don't think Tully plays Minecraft. No, I heard about the hurricanes about to hit the U.S. Probably is about to hit Puerto Rico, where my family is from. I think that's where I don't think it's about to hit the U.S., but it could be. You never know. Those things are weird. We've had typhoons here, and it's just really funny because to me, typhoon and hurricane is the same thing. It's just hurricane is a Spanish word, and typhoon, I believe, is more of an Asian word. So that's why when you live on this side of the earth, you say typhoon. You guys say typhoon, and well, you just said hurricane, Teddy. Tully, is that a normal word you guys use? Because I thought on this side of the world, everyone used the word typhoon. But since I've lived here in Guam, we've had situations of typhoons where we had to really lock everything down and shut the doors. And and that's my first time living in any kind of typhoon or hurricane. I've never had to experience that. I lived through a tornado when I lived in New York one time, but that was about it. So what are we going to talk about today, guys? Yesterday was such a good, we had such a good conversation yesterday. But I want everybody to smash that heart and give a nice birthday wish to our good friend Kenzie. And I've seen Kenzie come a long way. When I think she's been watching the show since we started. And there's Pico. Hello, Pico, and Konchiwa, Rico-chan. Rico-chan's in the house as well, guys. Let's see. Information. Let me. I want to give my good friend Kenzie a birthday wish. So here we go. From my good friend Sean and thebullyexposed.com. Sean Eiferman. Well, hold on. We're having difficulties.
Sean Eiferman, how cool is Facebook? I just saw that it is your birthday today, and I wanted to wish you a happy birthday with the song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday
That's my good friend Sean Eiferman. If you're ever in Vegas, check out Sean. He plays in all the major hotels in Las Vegas. Happy smiling face of joy. Thank you for joining the show. We're happy to have you on the show. Let's see. Are you in Guam? Are you someone I know? Let me know. So let's see. I never used to like it, but now I love it. Okay, you are a fan. All right, I did not know you were a fan. But that's happy birthday, Kenzie. And I want to say, Kenzie has come a long way. She used to be a shy girl. Now she's making videos about autism and doing a good job. So please smash that heart one time for our good friend, Kenzie. So, what are we going to talk about today, guys? So far, it's been about video games. Is that where this conversation is going to go? You need my help? I don't think I need your help. Happy smiley face. What's up? So yesterday we had some good conversation. We had some good conversation about stuff, and I'm gonna take it from there. Tully, we talked yesterday about putting your hands up and kind of is that threatening or is that the right thing to do? And I think we came to an agreement. Tell me if I'm right or wrong, but we came to an agreement that it is the right thing to do. You should always put yourself in a place to protect yourself. One thing I know is that I'll give you a good example. When there was a woman who I spoke to one time, and she said that she never thought that her boss would strike her. But one time she was walking through the halls at work, and there was a woman coming at her boss, who's been bullying her for a while, coming at her, looked like she was coming very hard at her. And the person noticed that right away, that the person was walking towards her. And she thought to herself, she was thinking, what is this person doing? They're walking awfully quick. They haven't been very nice to me. They've been very mean. Should I be concerned that they're walking very quick at me? But she decided to just ignore it. And what ended up happening is that person ended up hitting her in the chest pretty much, and gave her a really nasty bruise. So that's what I'm talking about. Putting yourself in a position to where you leave yourself open to getting hurt in some way, shape, or form. So you always want to put yourself in a position where you're not going to get hurt. So she saw her coming. Right away, she was very concerned because she had her eyes locked on her. She said that was one of her words. Her eyes were locked on her. Have a nice day, smiley face. And so what I know it's very difficult because you see people coming at you and you want to give them the benefit of the doubt that they are not going to hurt you in any way, shape, or form. But it always happens that they do. So if you feel weird, if you feel unsafe, chances are that person's going to hurt you, and you got to be ready to protect yourself. And that's one of the things I was talking about last night. And after the show ended, because it ended abruptly, remember, I didn't even know the 59 minutes were up. But after it ended, that's one of the things that I didn't get a chance to mention. So I definitely want to start it off on the show. Okay, so let me read the comments, and then we'll go right to the Q&A that someone started. As you guys can see from reading the comments, there was a guy trying to troll, and I just ignored him, and he went away. That's how you deal with bullies. Let's see. Where is the wonderful world of you? Where is the wonderful world are you? Happy? Yeah, I think that guy was a troll. It probably was that guy that was asking everybody for the photos. That's what I think it was. But I just decided to just ignore him and not give him the time of day. But Tully's in the house. I really want to get a statement from Rico Chan, because she's the only girl in the room, and so we really want to get her point of view. So does she have anything, Pico, does she have anything that she want to talk about? Does she have any comments about what I just said? Always put yourself in a position, guys, so you don't get hurt. And what started that conversation is Tully said, if someone's arguing with me and I'm sitting down, should I stand up? Yes, you should stand up. Put your hands up as if, in a very submissive way. I don't want to fight. And the reason why you're doing that is because you have your hands up in front of you. Then you can block and block if you prefer to block. And you can block the guy's punches if he decides to get violent, or girl, or you can block and punch. Either way. Can I play help? Did you send it to me? Let's see. I'm gonna go look right here. Let's see. Did you send it to me in the past? Oh yeah, you did. You mean help me? All right. So here's Help Me by our good friend Young Blue, and everybody smashed that heart for Young Blue because he was in the earlier show. He was in the earlier show that we did, and now he's in this show. So thank you so much for being at both shows, Young Blue. And SK, hopefully SK will show up. Let me send SK a quick invitation, guys, to come to the show. Okay, so let's see. We got disconnected, sir. Okay. Let's see. Can you play help? Oh, I already read that, duh. Our internet's really bad. I know. Play help? What do you mean? Oh, he means a song. All right, so Tully, who was really good with the questions yesterday, has just started the Q&A. Thank you, Tully. Have you changed your job as a result of being bullied? Yes. I no longer work with that I'm sorry, losing my train of thought, guys. Okay, that audio piece that you heard was, again, the NALC Union President of Branch 2502 for the Postal Service. And yes, I have left that job, and now I do, before that job, I was doing video and graphic work on the side. I was working as a postman in the beginning, and then in the early days, and then what I would do is go and work from home and create, whatever anybody needed for me to create, commercials, anything like that. So so after that, I just went straight up to going full time with my graphics and my film work. And I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I can, if I wanted to right now, I could make a phone call and probably work on almost any, not any film, but I get a job working in the film industry. Here's one of the films I worked on. It's going to be on HBO. HBO. It's going to be on Netflix in 2020. The music isn't playing. I don't know what's going on. Now, let me shut it down and start it back up. But I prefer to do this. I prefer to be with you guys, trying to figure out how to end bullying. So again, please comment, share our videos, um, talk, talk, talk it up. All right, on the comments. If I put a post up there that you like, tell me why you like it. If you disagree with it, tell me why you disagree with it. We recently had a lady. We did a post. It was the definition of sexual bullying, and she put up there that she didn't feel it was sexual bullying. That it's more than sexual bullying, and that's fine. Put something up there. Let's start a dialogue. Let's start talking. Phoebe, thank you for joining the show. Where are you from? So let's see. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Music is starting. I don't know what happened, Blue. So Blue says, how come males with depression are looked down on? Because anybody with depression is looked down on. That's one. But people think that just because you have depression, you're weak or that you're crazy, because that was something that was created back in the olden colonial days. You know, and they used to use, unfortunately, if you acted crazy, they would put you away, separate you away from society. That's the way they always did it. You know, if you were born with just one arm, then you were considered, unfortunately, a freak, and they put you away. So if you were also considered crazy, then they put you away. And unfortunately, some of them, people would take perfectly sane people, put them to somehow get people to believe that they were insane and lock them up. And that's why depression and anxiety, or if you see a psychiatrist, that's why it's looked at so bad. Because back long ago, back in the day, you would get locked up. I mean, if you were legitimately crazy, they would lock you away. If you just had a different opinion than someone else, and that person had a lot of power, and they were able to convince people that you were crazy, you were locked away. And that's why it's considered very bad. So let's see what else we got. I just go to my room and make sad songs. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Blues is based on all that. So there's definitely nothing wrong with that. I don't know what's wrong with the music. Blue, I'm sorry. Blues. I should have said blues is based on all that. Okay, good questions. What did Trump do? I don't know what Trump did. So that's why males or anybody are looked at as weak, along with crying. If a male cries, he's looked at as weak. And these are the things that we need to change in society, guys. And there's the music again. These are the things that we need to change in society. We need to change it that when a woman doesn't have to always be happy. I hear that from women all the time, that one of the things of characteristics of a woman is that they always have to be happy. They can never be mad. And I see that too. I see people get mad, and right away when a woman gets mad, what happens? She's deemed to be a bitch. And that's not right. We should not be doing that with women. And just like we should not be doing with men, that if they cry or if they're depressed, that they are weak. That doesn't make that doesn't make a good argument. The one other thing is, it's really embedded in society. I saw a video a couple of days ago where they went into a department store, right? They went into a department store, and what happened is the lady is supposed to try on an outfit that's too small for her. So she tries it out and she starts to cry. And you see everybody trying to help her. Oh, I'm sorry. It's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. But then they did the same thing with a man. The man went in, tried an outfit, and he started to cry. You know, it was actors, of course, and he started crying. People were like, I think there's something wrong with it. They did not want to help him, and that's the way society thinks. A woman's crying, oh, let's help her. Hey, what's wrong? What's going on? A man cries, and it's like, okay, something needs to be done about this guy because he's crazy. And Young Blue says, I'm gonna go to breakfast. Young Blue, smash that heart, and everybody, please smash that heart for One Blue one time, whether you're watching this live or in the recorded version. Smash that. Thank you, Blue, for coming to both shows that we had today. Let's see. Had a new friends discuss with me on Facebook regarding my views of Trump. Well, you know, I being a member of the military and being this my show is for the bullyexposed.com. I cannot comment on any political comments, but you're free to make the comments you want. I love to hear your comments. That's okay, but know that I will not be able to comment on any of the politics because nonprofits are not allowed to comment on politics. This show is to benefit thebullyexposed.com, and I'm also a member of the military community, and we cannot comment on any presidents, sitting or otherwise. So I can't comment, but you're more than welcome to say whatever you like. It doesn't mean I agree. The happy face guy is insane. He sent me creepy videos. Yeah, that's gotta be, what's his name? Block him. It's gotta be, what's his face? That's why I just ignored him. I forget the guy's name, but we all know the guy's name. So give me a second here. I'm gonna get here. Excuse me, guys, but go ahead. Bring up a topic. Bring up a question. What's Uriko-chan? I want to hear Uriko-chan's statement. This troll is getting very creative because now he's creating faces. He's creating names that are happy and smiley rather than, you know, mean and ridiculous. But that doesn't fool us, right, guys? He thinks it fools us, but it doesn't. You could tell right away when someone is there we go. Okay, I took care of him. So you could tell when someone is trolling because they don't have really good comments or things to say. He's not sending me a video because he is gone. So everybody, you should block him. Again, the name is, let me get the name. I only got a portion of the name. It is Smiley. It's happy smiling _ face of joy. Just everybody right now, whether you're watching this live or recorded version, just block him because he's been asking people for very rude and very offensive pictures, and it's a shame that Instagram allows him to continue to have an account. Yes, that's him. Yes, I'm not going to repeat his name, but yes. Yeah, he's probably not insane. He's just, I'm going to say right now that he's not insane. He's a person that likes to get a rise out of people. And if you get upset or if you say things like what you're saying, that he's insane and crazy, that gives him his rise. You know, like when I help a kid or a parent with bullying, that gets a rise out of me. When you guys come on the show and you ask these awesome, amazing questions so everybody can learn, that gets a rise out of me. That gets a rise out of me. For this guy, it's being able to ask you rude questions or very perverted questions. And the best thing to do is just say bye. And that's all I said to him. Right? Didn't answer, didn't read any of the things that he said. Once I knew that he was trolling. And, you know, the bigger this channel gets, the more we're going to get trolls. You know, pretty soon this show, I'm sure, is going to get so big that you're going to have to, we're going to have to just block people as we go along. And hopefully by the time that happens, I'll have a big crew. We'll be doing it in a studio, and we could just blimp, we'll pay a guy to just block, and get rid of those people. He sent me murder videos. Well, just delete them. Don't watch them. You guys have to delete them because that's why he's coming on and doing this, because he's seen that some of us are replying back to him when we shouldn't, or when you look at someone's DM, they can see that you answered and that you looked at it. So the best thing to do is just to block them, so that on his end, it doesn't show that you see it, because that gives him a rise as well. Even though he doesn't know if you've watched the video or if you just deleted it, he knows that you have seen it, and that gets his little beepy, rising. So don't let his little beepy rise, because he's not even human as far as I'm concerned, and he doesn't deserve our time. So, question. Come on, I need a question from Rico Chan. I want a woman's point of view here. Anything that I said, anything that anybody said, did any of it strike her as interesting? Let's see, what else we got? Let's see if we have any questions. And what's up, Tully? You sound you're very, very quiet today. I mean, you don't sound, because I can't hear you, but you're very quiet today. What's going on? Here, maybe I'll get things going. Here's a video I just made today. There's a thing that I'm doing that's called COVID karaoke. So while the karaoke's going, while COVID's going on, I'm gonna pick a rap song and I'm gonna rap to it. And so far I did 2 of them. I did Work From Home from Fifth Harmony, and now I did this one, Rapper's Delight. So here you go. You guys get to see it before anyone gets to see it. So that's it. So it'll be up in that section very soon. Okay, so Rico Chan, how do you say it again? Domo, right? Thank you, Rico Chan Domo. Men shouldn't be called weak or crybabies when they are depressed. Sometimes men live worse than women. Rico Chan, thank you so much. Yes, you're right. You're right, Rico. But, society has been like that. I can remember when my dad passed away, I was probably 27. I was probably 27 when my dad passed away from cancer. And at his funeral, I was crying. And I could remember people telling me, don't cry. Don't cry. And it's like, no, this is my dad. It's the only one I got. I'm going to cry. And I'm not afraid to admit that. I'm not afraid to admit that. I'm not afraid to admit that when the bullying at the post office got at its worst, it was like what they were doing was, I'll give you an idea of what they were doing. So one supervisor would come in and start with the bullying, with the yelling and the screaming and everything, and trying to write me up for stupid reasons like driving 2 miles over the speed limit, for doing things that everyone else is doing. You know, then when I file a grievance, they would get rid of that one and bring the next one in. Then when I file a grievance on that one, they would go in and bring the next one. So I was always constantly fighting. And one day, I'm gonna admit it, I broke down and I started crying on my way home from work. It is trying. You know, when you fight one person one-on-one, that's easy. That's easy for anyone. Even maybe two-on-one, that could be easy if the guy is good enough fighter. If he knows how to bob and weave, we talked about that. If he knows how to keep his hands up, he can probably do with 2 people. But when there's 3 or when there's 4, you know, it's like someone comes, you knock them out, here comes another person. You knock them out. It's like a Bruce Lee movie. You know, he knocks them out, here's the next person, knocks the other one out. That can be trying on you, especially when it's mental. Physical, you know, I probably can deal with that. If it's, I knock out one guy and here's the next guy, I knock out that guy, here's the next guy, you know, take a few punches, whatever. I could probably deal with that a lot better than when it's, you know, one after another, mental abuse. And you know you can't do anything because anything that's, you know, it's so corrupt. It's so corrupt, the Postal Service, that, you know, all the rights that you have are just taken away by the corruption, and you end up, you can't do anything. It's as simple as that. And Pico says, I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, no problem. And I'm, you know, I'm not embarrassed to admit that to you guys, because anybody that went through that would end up doing the same thing. You know, and it's good that I cry, to be honest. You know, where maybe, you know, I don't like to talk this way. I've never thought of suicide, but maybe I would have committed suicide if my thought process was I can't cry because I'm a man and men don't cry. You know, the way I look at crying is this way: whether you're a man or you're a woman, boy or girl, never let your enemies see you cry. But you can cry. If you need to let out some steam, you can cry. Let's see, Tully says, geez, Happy had tricked me. I thought was joking. I thought he was joking. Yeah. You could tell by the first question. What was the first question he said? Let's go back just a little bit. And let's see. He said something. You need my enlightenment. That was one of the things he said. You need my help. When he said you are next, I didn't know what he meant by that. And then he said, you need my help. I was like, okay, you know, this is just a troll. So goodbye, troll. And just ignored him. And I didn't even block him from anything till afterwards, when you guys told me he started sending rude pictures. Then I had a feeling it was that guy from India. But yeah, I didn't, you know, you pay them no attention, they go away. They're nobodies. You know, think about it this way. I'm not really a celebrity. Okay, I got 5,000 followers. I got friends that have, you know, 30 Kelly Morgan, she has 38,000 or a million followers. I'm a nobody, and this guy is trolling me. So what does that say about him? You know, I'm like, when it comes to social media influencers, I'm on the bottom of the barrel here. Let's be honest. You know, you're scraping the bottom of the barrel, and you're coming and you're trying to troll me. Wow. Is that how bad life is for you? And you're just trying to troll me? So, oh well, you know, thank you. You know, the way I look at it is, you know, when I can do a video, you know, like I have a friend who's used to be a YouTuber. We went to college together, and he quit college and started doing YouTube full time because he was making lots of money. He was doing videos, tutorial videos, and one time I'm looking at it and I can't remember the guy's name. I don't think he's doing it anymore, to be honest. I think he moved up into bigger, better things and he's working in Hollywood now. But when he did a video once when he just laughed at himself, all the troll stuff that people said. He just did a video on that and just read all the troll stuff. I know that I'm big and famous when I can do a whole hour just totally based on crap people are saying. And you gotta laugh at it. And I'm not afraid to laugh at things people say, I'm not. It's, to me, it's, you gotta learn to laugh at yourself before you can laugh at others. And I laugh at others. I'm not that guy. One time somebody told me I made a film making fun of some celebrities, right? And somebody put in the comments, "Oh, you are such a terrible advocate for bullying because you advocate for bullying, but yet you're doing this. You're bullying these celebrities." And I'm not bullying the celebrities. If I make one video that's about jokes about a particular celebrity, that's not bullying. Bullying would be maybe, even if I made 1,000 videos of the same one, that wouldn't be bullying. It's entertainment. You may not like it because, like for right now, if I made a video joking about Ellen and everything that happened, yeah, the people from Ellen, people who are defending Ellen right now for everything, they're not going to like it. Someone else that might like it, but it's not bullying. Bullying would definitely be going on her particular page and saying nasty things about her. Bullying would be finding out where she's going to be at, showing up and harassing her there. That would be bullying. But if I make a series of videos making jokes about one particular celebrity, that's not bullying. That is not. So that person said that, and I told the person, I said just like this, and I quote, "I don't want a world where we can't joke with each other. I want a world when someone says, okay, enough is enough, leave me alone," and that person listens and doesn't try to fire them for doing that. That's the kind of world I live in. So if I'm making jokes again about Ellen, and Ellen doesn't like it, and she reaches out to me and says, "Hey, lay off," okay, I'll go on to the next one. But that's not going to happen because Ellen knows. Ellen is a comedian. She's made fun of people too. So she knows it's all part of putting yourself out there. And someday there's going to be memes and there's going to be this and there's going to be that. And the funny ones, I will show on my show. The stupid ones, I'll probably show on my show too and say, "This is stupid," and say, "This is funny." And it all comes with the territory. It all comes with trying to end bullying. So let's see. Tully says, would it work for bullies if you played mind games with them, Richard? Wow, you got a bunch of good questions. If you decide to go that route, see, I'm always going to be honest with you guys on the show. If you decide to go that route, you definitely want to do it in a way where you don't get caught, to be honest. And now, well, let me say this first. I probably wouldn't go down that route if you're trying to sue these people, because if somehow somebody learns of that and you're in a courtroom and they say, well, he participated, and if you're playing, I don't know, mind games probably can't be, who knows? But you never want to put yourself in a position where you're claiming you were bullied and then you sit down in court and then their lawyer comes over and has all this proof of pranks that you might have played and all this kind of stuff, because it's going to make you look bad. So for me, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do pranks mind games, nothing like that. That's me. But now, that's the advocate in me. What does the street New York guy says? That if you're gonna do it, don't get caught. You know, don't get caught. Because if you plan on suing, it's probably going to make you look bad in the court of law. So that's and again, guys, I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a normal person just like you. So please consult with a professional before doing any of the things I tell you. And let me also tell you that live feed is brought to you by thebullyexposed.com. Get your t-shirt at represent.com/store/thebullyexposed. And also brought to you by Traveling Tech Teacher. If you are virtually learning this year, Traveling Tech Teacher is where you want to go. So, anything else from Rico Chan? We just can't. Is there anything else? We can't have just one question from Rico Chan. We gotta have a bunch of questions from her because she's our only female on the show, and we do care about the opinions about females. We do care about the opinions of females. I said about females. Of females, right guys? We do. Their opinion matters. They are human beings too. We should respect them too. Abaze, thank you for joining the show. No, I pronounced that wrong. Azaye. Abzaye. Thank you for joining the show. And where are you from? We got about 5 more minutes, guys. So get your questions in now. And again, I'm going to say happy birthday, Kenzie. Kenzie's probably sleeping. I'm going to send her this so she could see it in later on in the recorded version. So everybody, please, if you haven't already, say happy birthday to Kenzie. And if you're having a birthday, tell me, guys. I love to have virtual parties with you. Even after the COVID situation's gone, I would always have virtual parties with you guys. And Tully says women matter. That's right. When women are respected, guys, the world is a better place. Let me tell you, the world is a better place. So what else? Does Rico Chan have one more thing that she has to say? Let me ask her, what is the situation with women? What is it that women get, like men get laughed at or are called weak because they cry? What is the situation with women in Japan? I know that in Japan, my friends tell me that one thing that they don't like is in Japan, when a man or someone tells you something you don't like, you're supposed to laugh, and just laugh it off when you feel uncomfortable. And a lot of my Japanese friends always say that, that's something that they don't like to do. Someone says something rude, you say, hey, that's not cool. Don't sit there and go, I'm not making fun of Japanese women. It's just, that's the thing. And I know a lot of women that do that. They don't live in Japan and they do that as well. It's like when something is uncomfortable that's said to them, they try to laugh it away. But what we should do is look at the person like he's crazy and just look the other way and change the subject. That's for sure. So what else, guys? What else? Come on, one more good question. But Tully is on a roll for sure with his good questions from yesterday and today. Definitely something you guys want to do. If you're sitting down and your bully is screaming at you the way I was yelled at with the video that's in our feed called what is it called? I forget what it's called, but it has on it viewers discretion is advised. That video, you should definitely stand up and face your bully. Don't keep your back to your bully. That's one of the worst things that you can do, because if he decides to swing, all that's open. And you never want to take a hit from the back of the neck. You know, there was a dirty fighter one time. There was a dirty fighter that would, when he punched somebody, he would grab the person by the back of the neck and punch him. And what that does is, you get punched, your neck goes back, and your body goes back too. But if someone's holding the back of your neck and punches you, that neck has nowhere to go, so it shakes real quick. And when it shakes, that's where you get the knockout. When your brain shakes in your skull, that's where you get a knockout. That's where you get concussed. You can get a concussion that way. So he was a dirty fighter, so he would always grab the person's back of the neck and punch him. So getting hit in the back, it's no good. You know, it's not a good thing. So you always want to protect your back. You know, your front too, you want to protect. So always face the person. Try your best to move very slowly. First thing you do is get your hands up. Try to move very slowly and face them and back away. And know where you are so you don't back away like maybe into a trash can and fall over. That would not be good either. So know where, when I say back away, I don't mean keep backing away until you are far away from it, because you could trip over something else. But backing away where you're watching the things. The other day I put up a video, I hope you guys saw it in the My Story section, where this girl had a row of little poles, little tiny poles about this big. And they were attached to the ceiling, and they were dropping in different orders. And she could only look straight, and she had to grab the poles, let them fall. She could let them fall after she grabbed them, but they could not hit the ground. She had to catch them first. So she's using the peripheral vision to grab the poles and then drop in. And I hope you guys saw that video. That's what you're gonna need to work on when you're backing out. You need to make sure everything, you can see everything, and you can keep your eye on your subject, and at the same time move away safely. But always back up. Always look for someone to help you out. Hey, you see that I'm trying to walk away, and this guy is continuing to get in my face and harass me. You see that, right? You see I'm trying to back up. Sir, I'm trying to back up. And keep backing up and keep backing up. And then when he swings, you could defend yourself. And if you have to, if you knock him out or something like that, then you go and you find those people and make eye contact with those people. Sir, yes, you see that I'm trying to back away from the situation. I'm trying to diffuse the situation, and this guy's still coming at me, getting in my face, right? Yes. And maybe he might say, yeah, I'm getting in your face. What are you going to do? Say, sir, I don't want any problems. Look very submissive, because, like I said yesterday, in war, the element of surprise is very important. And it's the same thing here. Element of surprise. Make him think you're afraid and that you're not going to fight him. And chances are there won't be a fight, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And and get your people and look them in the eye. So if you're a person who is afraid to look people in their eyes, there's one trick that Mia from Voice of the Bully taught me. You look here. And if you look here, you're not looking them directly in their eyes. Me, I like to look them directly in the eyes. But you look here, and it will give that person the appearance that you're looking in their eyes, and it won't make you feel uncomfortable. Okay, so that's a trick. So if you're a person that doesn't like looking people in the eyes, look them in the eye for a second. Say, sir, you do see that I'm trying to diffuse the situation here, and get it handled. Let's see. A while back, Richard, didn't you request for a bully to come on the show, or have I gotten it confused? Yes, I have always, for 15 years, ask people if I post a video about bullying and somebody will, oh, there's always somebody that posts, oh, you just need to grow a pair. You just need to stand up for yourself. If you stood up for yourself, you would have not been a victim of bullying, which is not true because I stood up for myself. It's just there was just so much corruption, and the fact that they had to bring other supervisors in, that shows that I stood up for myself. That shows a lot because it shows that I did everything in my power to get that supervisor in trouble, so they had to move them. And then the next one would come in and start where that one left off. And I've spoken to supervisors in the Postal Service that have said to me, yes, we are trained. They actually trained to do that. They actually have meetings on how to bully the carriers. So yes, so if you know a bully, we're not here to beat them up. We're not here to make them look like a fool. I will never bring anyone on the show to make them look like a fool. We're just here to have them tell us their side of the story. Why do they think bullying is okay? And they don't have to show their face, but no one's ever taken my challenge on that because they know that they're gonna look stupid. You know, that I don't have to do anything. They're gonna look stupid because people think that people are weak, you know, and yes, there are some people, I'm not saying they're weak, I'm saying there are people that would never fight. My friend Jason, who I made a film about called Dear Bully, and I hope you guys all watch it. He was that type of guy. He was strong, he was built, handsome guy, and he never wants to argue. He'd rather just walk away from an argument. And people took that as weakness, that he was weak. And he could never hurt anybody. And so I know, and I'm not putting down people like that, I just know that there are people that I could never hit anybody. Richard, what do? Learn to bob and weave. Just because you are a person that can never hit somebody doesn't mean that you should be getting hit. So learn to bob and weave and bob out of the punches. And I put up another video. Please, everybody, go check that out before it's taken off the my section, where this little kid is bobbing and weaving and the guy's just throwing punches at him. It was his trainer, so it wasn't a fight. He's throwing punches at him and he's bobbing and weaving. You got to practice that bob and weave if you're a person that doesn't believe in violence under any cause. I don't believe in violence as well. I'm just like you. I don't believe in violence at all. And that's why I consider when someone is striking me and trying to hurt me, I don't consider that what I do to them violence or fighting. I call it defending myself. So we got to learn to do that. And I guess there's no other question from Rico Chan. Well, thank you, Rico Chan. Thank you, guys. We'll do this again tomorrow. If you can make both shows, make it. Please put in the comments what I should talk about next. This show is about you. It's not my show. Yeah, my name is in the title, but it's not my show. It's your show. So don't be afraid. Hit that comment anywhere in our page and tell us what we should talk about next. All right. Again, happy birthday, Kenzie. I want to remind you that live feed is brought to you by Traveling Tech Teacher. If you're doing virtual learning or virtual teaching this year, you might want to check out travelingtechteacher.com, and brought to you by thebullyexposed.com. Go to represent.com/store/thebullyexposed.com to get our new t-shirts, and we got some cool New York t-shirts as well if you're a person from New York. So remember, anyone can wear the crown, anyone can be a hero. Be kind to one another, and have a great day.